What can I do for you?
Got any Donkey Kong?
Yeah, but which one do you want?
All of them!
Okay, well I'll have to see your ID for that.
You'll never get me!
You get back there!
Hey, welcome back to the Retrobite Show. Even though I'm wanted by the police and all, the show must go on. And on today's episode, we're talking about Donkey Kong 64 and what happened to it.
Donkey Kong has had his fair share of games, but we can mostly agree his 90s games were mostly great. I say mostly because of Donkey Kong 64. Donkey Kong 64 is a 3D collectathon platformer like Banjo-Kazooie. In this game, you choose from 5 different Kongs to play as. These Kongs include Donkey and Diddy, Chunky, Tiny, and Lanky. You can go around getting bananas and killing enemies on your way to the end of the level. The game was praised at the time, and everyone collectively loved it. But then it happened. The 21st century. In the 21st century, people started to dislike and even hate Donkey Kong 64. I personally think that it's alright, but why does it have to be such a bad game nowadays? Well, this video we're gonna explain all the major complaints and see if they're justified. They probably are. The first reason is there are too many darn ass collectibles. For this, I'm gonna add up the total amount of collectibles in Donkey Kong 64, Banjo-Kazooie, and Mario 3D World. All games I like. And then we can compare the differences. I agree that there are a lot of collectibles in Donkey Kong 64, but how many are there exactly? Well, Banjo-Kazooie has a total of 101,104 collectibles. Mario 3D World has a total of 1,552 collectibles. And Donkey Kong 64 has the very small amount of 3,821 total collectibles. That's almost 3 times the amount of collectibles in Banjo-Kazooie, almost twice the amount as 3D World. And to 100% the game, you're going to have to get most of those collectibles. In fact, there's more collectibles than the world has in the world's smallest country. There's more collectibles than people who live in the world's smallest country. There's more collectibles than words in the script. In fact, according to the Guinness Book of World Records, it has the most collectibles in a 3D platformer in all of history. You know what that says about a game? That means it has too many collectibles, and that is an understatement. The second complaint is that the character switching mechanic is To advance through the game, you must get a certain amount of bananas. Each banana is color-coded to one of the Kongs. To switch Kongs, you have to backtrack through the level to a special barrel, and then switch your Kong, and then go back through the level, get all the bananas. And then let's say there's a different color banana, and you have to do it all over again. This by itself makes the game bad. Plus, because of all those collectibles, that means you're going to have to do it a lot of times. And I mean a lot. The amount of backtracking in this game is so incredibly annoying. So I'm going to have to say that those haters were right on this one. Also, these haters seem to not be like your average hater, and they actually have pretty good opinions when it comes to this stuff. The final reason it is hated so much is the amount of minigames in this game. There are 81 different minigames in this game. That is more than some Mario Party games. And Mario Party is a party game. That means that it's built around mini games. So could that mean Donkey Kong 64 can be classified as a party game? Who knows? Most of the mini games aren't even that good, and a lot of them don't repeat the same amount of times. Some of the bad ones repeat more times than the good ones, which is just stretching out the game. Some, like the Owl Race, are just plain but it wasn't all bad. When you first start the game, you are greeted by the wonderfulness that is the DK rap. Here's a sample.
Here we go. Finally here. Performing for you. If you know the words, you can join in too. Put your hands together if you want to clap. As we take you through this monkey rap.
The DK rap isn't the best song, but just for the memes alone, I love it. In fact, I wouldn't have probably ever gotten introduced to DK64 if it wasn't for the DK rap. I probably would have never played this It was also inspired to that one Smash Brothers Final Smash. The best Final Smash, I think. I don't actually know. I exclusively play as King K. Rool. I wish I wasn't joking. Yeah, even though it failed to live up to the first 3 games, it started a new era of Donkey Kong. Which started out with Donkey Konga, but it ended with Donkey Kong Country Returns and Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, so it's not all that bad. Yeah, bye.
Well, let's check out that product. That crook scammed me!
I know an underage DK fan when I see one.